What's up, guys? Nate from Famous Racing Customs. I'm gonna do an update. I saw Dave Parker's video on his tribute to Dr. Cranky, and well, just wanted to start to get going with some mock-up stuff. I got the chassis all glued together, not painted, but it's all glued in, pretty solid, and got the engine built a little bit more. So just a short little update video. Haven't been able to work much on it. Sliced my thumb up pretty good working on the wrecker, and actually I still can't feel the tip of my thumb. The knife went in pretty deep, so just been kind of taking it easy and working around that. So for all you kids out there using hobby knives, be careful. The knife, I was cutting on a piece of plastic. I wasn't paying attention where my thumb was at, and the knife slipped, went right in my thumb. So bled like crazy, and like I said, I mean, I can't feel the tip at all. So but working through it. So anyways, here's what I got so far. Here's the chassis, all glued together. Looking pretty good. It's kind of tricky with this rear end, the way the ladder bars and the shock setup is. The shocks actually slide into these two little grooves, but there's nothing to stop them. So I actually have probably my rear end raised a little bit because I didn't slide it all the way up, but you know, sits fairly level. Like I said, it's kind of tricky, so yeah. Front end's glued in. You know, it's all, you're gonna paint it and detail it, glued together like this. So chassis is pretty much done. I gotta add in, there's a leaf spring that goes from here to the rear end, and then there's some shocks for the front end that I gotta put in, and the steering arm. But you know, for the most part, it's done. As for the engine, as you can see, I got my wire in there. And this thing does not want to zoom. Kind of hard to see, but there's like a little plate right there on the transmission, so I drilled 2 holes side by side and stuck in my wire, and just trying to figure out about the placement and how I'm gonna bend it. And oh, there it goes. So as you can see, I got one line. It pretty much runs along right real close to the frame rail. This one I got to get bent down. I actually need to get them underneath the motor mount and then bent around to the front to the radiator. So the radiator's I'm gonna end up having to put the radiator in pretty soon. It's kind of hard to see. There we go, filter. There's my light at, there it is. So I got the radiator holes, or not the radiator, but the spark plug, or the holes in the valve cover for the spark plugs drilled out. Went ahead and put in this distributor. I think I'm just going to use what I can to wire it. This beading wire here bends super easy, and it works out really well. So I'll probably just end up using that and getting it mocked in place where I need to, and paint them up however I need to. The injection system is going to be a little bit more difficult. I mean, I'm still going to use the beading wire, and it will, since the injection system on the 1-to-1 scale car is metal anyway, it just means I don't have to paint the beading wire. I can just bend it and put my my little piece of, I don't know where it went. I'm going to have to cut me a little piece, but basically just take a little piece of like styrene, preferably round stock, and use that on the back side to tie it all in, and then have my fuel line go down. I don't know exactly where. It might go down like maybe into the firewall, and then, you know, just have to pretend that it runs all the way back. I think I'm gonna end up ditching the plumbing idea, just because every time I go to plumb something, it just seems really difficult to me. So I'm gonna wire it. I add in the tranny lines and the fuel line, and yeah, I'm gonna end up not doing the brake lines like I wanted to. So yeah, that's about as far as I've gotten on it. You know, engine's almost there. I still got to pull out my transmission lines and paint my transmission silver, paint my water pump silver, because I don't like the flat gray. I thought the flat gray was going to end up working, and it's not going to. So I'm going to do it silver. Thought about just going ahead and stripping the valve covers and painting them black, but I kind of like the chrome. So yeah, that's about where I'm at with this. So it's actually getting somewhere. The wrecker is still in the box. Yeah, when I cut myself, I just kind of upset myself that I made a dumb mistake like that, and so I just put it up. Just didn't really want to deal with it anymore. So working on this, and the Pete's in the box for right now. Still trying to figure out how I'm going to run my hoses and everything like that. So that's gonna take a while. Although I've been thinking, you know, under the undercarriage isn't really gonna matter. I might just do something for the airlines for the trailer instead of just wiring and or plumbing the whole thing. And the injection system for that, I'm gonna see how this one works on the willys before I get too far into that one. So I think I have to pull off some parts and drill some extra holes. So that's it for right now. Rocket Silo, I think it was. I saw your monster truck, your Dr. Cranky Tribute monster truck. Man, that thing's awesome. And that 70 Roadrunner, man, that thing's gonna be cool too. So keep doing what you guys are doing out there. Comment, rate, subscribe, and well, I'll catch you on the next update. So yeah, this is Nate from Famous Racing Customs, signing off.